we take you now to Expo 2020 Dubai. It sees about 200 nations coming together to exchange new perspectives while inspiring action to deliver real-life solutions to real-world challenges. The Expo is a global platform to attract investments, initiate agreements, and promote international cooperation. This week in Dubai, we focus on unique African small businesses and how the Expo will put them on a global platform. One of those companies is Chepa Streetwear, an African print streetwear, a clothing manufacturer and a retailer which offers ready-to-wear collections inspired by contemporary African creativity and modern streetwear culture. We'll speak to the director, one of the directors and shareholders of the streetwear, currently showcasing at the Dubai 2020 Expo, Avukile Mabombo. Avukile, a very good morning to you. Thank you so much for your time. Chepa Streetwear in Dubai, an amazing opportunity for you. Just talk us through what it means for the company.
Thank you very much. It's really a truly amazing opportunity for the company. Chepa Streetwear is a very ambitious company. We have been very, very fortunate to have already been getting a lot of interest from people from all over the world that are interested just in the type of clothing that we wear, which is very much contemporary African streetwear. Our goal is to really showcase a modern view of African fashion, something that's easy to wear, something that's relatable and ultimately very global in its appeal. So to have the opportunity to be at Expo where so many people from all corners of the world are here looking for opportunities, looking for inspiration, and for us to have the opportunity from the DTIC to be showcasing our brand has really been truly amazing and has been well received by everyone who's come to the South African Pavilion and seen our clothing.
Talk about inspiration. If one thing we've seen over the last couple of years or so is that African print seems to be inspiring a lot of fashion out there. How is your print and your fashion received?
So I think to your point, we're at the point where African creativity is really at the forefront in terms of world inspiration and art. So for us to really be able to show a very modern and like you say, contemporary side to African fashion is really what we're about. I think as Africans, we are also drawing inspiration from a number of things. We're changing as a society. We have access to many more different things. What inspires us is different. So we are quite proud to be able to give a different view of what African fashion can be. And I think to your point, the time is now for where people are really starting to take notice of what's happening in the continent. And even us as Africans, we no longer are looking necessarily overseas for things that are perceived to be of quality, things that are perceived to be of inspiration. We're now also looking internally and starting to showcase our very own, and supporting our very own, which is really an amazing place to be.
African, dress code, African print has been something that generally has been reserved for celebrations, weddings, events. Now you bring it to the everyday street wearer, and that must be quite something special that your company is looking at getting right.
Exactly, because I think, to your point, we've grown up with African prints and fabrics. It's nothing new to us, and I think a lot of our parents, our dressmakers or other people in our families have been making clothes using African prints for a number of years. And I think as a new generation of Africans, our role is to take this step further. It's not to say that there isn't a place for the traditional formal wear, which is something which we still celebrate and are proud of. But I think we can also now get to a point where we're not just showing African prints and African fashion in a one-dimensional way. So our role is really to showcase, to your point, the everyday streetwear side of things, the things that, appeal to maybe a slightly younger audience, even though our consumers vary in age and really kind of find their own space within our clothing wear. So I think for us, it's really to allow people to just get a different dimension of what is possible with African prints and give them something that can also be quite contemporary and fashionable and universal, I think, in terms of its appeal, like I said.
Talk to us about some of the influences that have influenced your brand and your style and your look.
Wow, I mean, I think, we wouldn't be here without the brands and the people that paved the way. If you look at where urban streetwear comes from South Africa, the likes of Amakip, the likes of Craig Native, the likes of, Maklosa, all of these people have really paved the way to make it possible for a brand like Chepa to come to life. And I think for us, it's about us taking the baton from these guys and making sure that the guys that come after us have an even easier path to success, and that the opportunities stay open, and that people really have positive associations with African fashion. And I think that is our role. Which is why we pay very, very close attention to the quality of our products. We make sure that we infuse innovation and creativity in the clothes that we wear, so that people walk away with a great experience, and that the next person who encounters another African brand, whether it's about promoting streetwear, whether it's about promoting fashion wear, whether it's about promoting sneakers and shoes, that there isn't a negative association around our products. And that's really what we want to make sure that we carry on from the guys that have come before us.
Fantastic. Avukile Mabombo, thank you so much for your time coming to us from Dubai. We really do appreciate it, and congratulations with the amazing work that you are doing. Right.